Those two join us now, along with Montre Hartage, Northwestern cornerback. Great to have all three of you here with us. We need the injury updates first. Clayton, I'll start with you. Both you and Nate are coming off of knee injuries. Yeah. There's been a lot of speculation and discussion and intrigue about your injury in particular. Where are you in this rehabilitation process?
Doing great. I feel like myself again. Obviously there's a few things I need to do moving forward in order to play week one, but that's my goal. And that's been the goal the whole time, is to play week one. And, that's what I want to do, and that's how I'm preparing.
When you say there are a few things you need to do, what does that mean? Things you need to prove to yourself physically, or are there kind of measurements they're doing on the knee?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
There's both. So they always test you right before you go out, and they put you out there to play. And so just like any injury, especially with ACL, they have different things you need to meet. And so those things I'll test about a week or two before the game, and then they'll determine if I'm ready to go. But I feel like myself again and feeling really good. Obviously you see the play there. Tough go, but I feel like it's helped me so much, and Nate's really helped me a lot too.
Yeah, Nate, give us an update. You were not able to play in the bowl game. You were injured before then. Correct. So you've been rehabbing it for longer. Where are you in your process?
I'm pretty optimistic right now about week one. I think my trainers are optimistic also. It's been great to have Clay to lean on. We give each other feedback. Give each other tips about the process, going through it together. So it's been really nice to have him, just going through the process together. But yeah, I'm pretty optimistic about week one. Just taking it day by day though, because you know how injuries are. So, but it's been a roller coaster mentally and physically. So.
Montre, you're fortunate enough not to be coming off an injury. Give us a sense for you. I found your story really interesting. You're a small-town kid from Georgia. You were recruited very late, as I recall, by Northwestern. They got in on you late, and you were one of those players who was kind of off the radar. To go from that to this, to being a part of Big Ten Media Day, to having as great a career as you've had, what's going through your mind as you experience today?
Yeah, definitely it's been a learning curve coming from Georgia all the way up here to Northwestern. But, the credit, I give it, to Fitz. He's put us all of us in a great position in order to win, in order to execute every week. And, everything goes to the man.
So now the challenge is to go from being a really, really good team to being the best team in your division. It's the one thing that you guys haven't been able to do. You've won 10 games 2 of the last 3 years, but can you get to Indianapolis? What's it going to take? And Montre, you can start, but Nate and Clayton, I'm certainly interested in your thoughts. What's it going to take for Northwestern to take that step?
Definitely just coming out playing fast and physical every week. We talk about this every day, every rep, and every practice. We come together as a group and we discuss, the things that we need to work on, the things that we need to, improve on as an entire unit. And starting fast is important for us.
Just to go off that, taking that next step as a team, the maturity of our football team is on the rise, and I think that's one of the major things we need to improve on from coming off of last season. Starting slow last season. We have no time for that now, opening up with Purdue. So we got to show our maturity as a football team, and that's the first step of winning the West is beating Purdue.
When you talk about maturity, I'm interested in your take too, Clayton. I want to follow up on that. Are you speaking of physical maturity, or are you speaking of kind of emotional maturity, like where guys not ready to go?
Yeah, no, just emotional and mental. It's a heightened level of just maturity when you're coming in week one playing a Big Ten opponent. That's a whole other test than coming in playing a MAC opponent or a out of division opponent. Physically, I think our team will be ready. I think we are ready every year physically. But, just for the young talent, for those guys that come out and play like veterans is going to be important, especially in Big Ten play.
Yeah, I agree with those guys. I think they said it pretty good. But, we got to start out fast against Purdue, Big Ten West opponents. And, we got to beat the teams who've been at the top. And Wisconsin's been real good. And you've seen Iowa and all these teams. And so we got to win, and that's what it comes down to every week.
You got married this summer. And we were talking about your rehab. Look at that. You got the wedding ring, the whole thing. Married to your longtime girlfriend. Give us what was the thing that happened in the wedding experience in this whole process, from picking the spot and getting ready for the menu and experiencing the actual day? That was the one thing you were like, wow, I never thought about that.
Well, she did a lot of the planning.
You're you're one of those guys.
Her and her mom did a great job.
Yeah.
And it turned out great. I don't know. I mean, I think it was pretty cool, having a bunch of my friends there and a bunch of her friends and families, but everyone coming together to celebrate us. I think that's the coolest part.
And Nate, you were saying he was the best dancer at the wedding?
That's the truth.
Yeah, I mean, despite Clay and I's injuries, I think we were out there and we made a good showing. We showed right there that we could persevere. Get our dance moves out there.
I mean, in all seriousness, was that a concern? Like, hey, am I going to be able to do this?
So I had one of my best friends from high school get married a week before, actually.
Yeah.
And so we had a little test run there.
All right.
But I was pretty, confident going in.
Yeah.
And so, I think I showcased my moves well. My dad and my, father-in-law did great. I was impressed with their showing.
You showcased your moves. It sounds like you were at the combine here.
I did.
You were at the
felt like
dancing
a dry
combine.
run for that, too. I
Yes.
needed to show up,
Yes.
and I did.
Speaking of which, you're being mentioned as a potential first or second round pick in the NFL draft. How do you balance out being hurt, wanting to help this team, wanting to be back on the field as soon as possible, but knowing that you've got a future as an NFL quarterback?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think when I think about the NFL, I think about how do I get there? It's producing in college. And how do I do that? And it comes down to every day, going in and working hard. And so it boils down to I gotta be a great player here for my team. That's the only way I'm going to be able to be and have a shot in the NFL. And it's great to have those, first round projections and everything. But it really just gives me confidence and, it's more of a motivator more than anything. And I think that's part of my support system. They've been great in keeping me level-headed. And thankfully I don't search those things out. But I've got people that encourage me with that.
I want to focus a little bit on the defense. You guys were so good last year. You have a ton of contributors back from that unit. Montre, I'll start with you, Nate. I'm interested in your thoughts, too. But, I mean, top 10 in the nation in rushing D, top 20 in total defense. Awesome defensive line coming back. I know you've got a few questions at the safety spot. But how good can this defense be?
Yeah, I think this defense can be great. Just the intangible skills that we bring to the table, as far as communication, as far as guys willing to sacrifice everything for each other. We've got guys stepping up in the leadership roles. Patty, Nate Hall, even me on the back end. So just having those guys also on the D-line like Joe Goss, Jordan Thompson, and having those guys every day, giving everything they got, I think, everything will be set in stone by the season.
Yeah, I mean, those stats that you just put out is a testament to our defense, playing as a unit. Communication on all three levels. Being top 10 in run defense, that's a testament to those guys up front who do a tremendous job taking up double teams, allowing myself, Patty, Brett Walsh last year, who we lost, but, guys willing to step in. We could flow freely, and make plays without getting touched by offensive linemen and tight ends trying to block us. So, I'd just say communication and having that dog mentality week in and week out and maintaining that standard throughout the year is the reason we were consistently successful.
So who does step up at the linebacking spot? We know about you. We certainly know about Patty, who was named preseason one of the 5 players to watch in the West today. Who's the other? Who are the missing pieces there?
Blake Gallagher is a young talent, a real physical guy. Nate Fox is an older guy who's had some more experience, who's fit for the position. There's a lot of young talent that's eager to step up. So, it's a position battle, and we'll see throughout camp. I don't think it's anyone's job. It's going to be a good battle. So we'll see.
Clayton, Northwestern fans want to know about the next quarterback as well. You played a role in Hunter Johnson's recruitment. Pat Fitzgerald was talking about that earlier, how important you were. Give us a sense of how you sold the next guy on Northwestern.
Yeah, his brother was one of my good friends, was at my wedding. And so I knew the family coming in. And it's kind of funny, he would have a few mannerisms, and it's just like Cole. And so I told that to him once, and they're really tight, and so he liked that. But I didn't really have to sell him or say anything crazy. I got him around the guys, and he really loved it. And I know he connected with the guys on a few different levels. And so it's great to have him, and I know he's going to be a good quarterback going forward.
One of the things that Pat Fitzgerald talked about also is this notion of the new facility helping to sell the program and being a real recruiting tool for you guys. But he also mentioned has streamlined your operation kind of day to day. I know it's early. You've only been in there for a few weeks, but what's your favorite part of the new facility, Montre?
First and foremost, I guess talk about the Players Lounge. That's a huge, addition to the facility that I think, will give guys a better, landscape to, enjoy themselves.
How about for you, Nate?
Yeah, I think just the flow of the whole thing. You know, it's way more efficient. You know, it's breathtaking when you look at it. You can see some of the video there. There's more space to get things done. You know, rehabbing in there is 10 times easier. I can tell you from experience. Practicing, you know, just having that space to really do what you have to do to get your body ready, your mind ready. It's just an incredible resource for us to use.
Well, we are looking forward to seeing it when we come to camp the end of August. Guys, thanks so much. Montre Hartage, Nate Hall, Clayton Thorson, best of luck to both of you getting ready for the season, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.